Okay, so let's turn first to Trump's tariffs, which have finally gone into effect. On average, we're talking about 15% baseline tariffs on most goods coming into the United States now, plus higher tariffs against certain countries that Trump is targeting for a variety of reasons.
This is a line that Trump has given for a long time because he talks as if the federal government collects more revenue in tariffs, that we're a wealthy country. That's not how most people really look at wealth. It doesn't mean that you and I get more money if the federal government collects more money in revenue. Uh, so uh, this is from the article that I wrote. Tariff revenue in 2024 totaled 98.4 billion. If the July 2025 tariff number, this is the peak we've had in the past year, probably for a very long time before then, if the July 2025 tariff number of 29.6 billion reflects what we will be paying going forward, the annual cost will be 355.2 billion. So that's a lot more money into the federal government coffers. But remember, we're paying that. Whether you're an individual or a business, that's not you getting wealthier. That's the government taking more into the Treasury Department. And you may not feel it as much as of late. There's been some articles about this because businesses have been trying to absorb the cost. They don't want to pass down the cost until they absolutely have to. So the pinch hasn't been that hard. But businesses are saying we can't keep doing this.
And let's not forget that these are incredibly regressive taxes. I mean, we're talking about red states that are going to be hit the worst, right, on paying these
Well, not
taxes.
only are the tariffs regressive, I mean, if you're middle class or working class, you pay a larger share of your wealth in goods than someone who's a
Mm-hmm.
mega millionaire. And this has been known about tariffs going back to the 19th century. This is why we got rid of a lot of these tariffs, because people understood it was a very regressive system. Trump just passed a tax cut bill, which he calls the One Big Beautiful Bill. But the tax breaks in that bill are also skewed to the wealthy. That is also a very regressive bill. In fact, there are analyses that say if you're in the bottom 40%, you're actually going to pay more or lose more of your income in the net of all of this, with everything else in the bill. So it's regressiveness on top of regressiveness. And I think it's a huge opportunity for Democrats going into 2026, 2028 to say, they're often on the back foot with Republicans saying we're the party of tax cuts and Democrats want to raise taxes. Democrats can more easily say, we got a great way to relieve you on taxes. We're going to make those tariffs go poof. Instant tax cut for the working class.